Hi, I am Dr. Tina Baker, and I am excited to talk to you today about true love and how we cannot be stuck, right? So let's get started. I first want you to subscribe to Life Without Limits podcast and make sure that you hit that notification button. And don't forget, I have a Instagram page so that you can join as well. Let's get started with not being stuck in your relationships as so many find themselves. You know, my husband and I have been married for this year will be, I can't even believe it, 35 years. And I'm excited about that. But we went through a transition where we had the kids and a new routine began to develop. When we were newly married, we didn't have the children. It was just Stephen and Tina, right? But as we moved, we had purchased homes. We had a lot of responsibilities, whether it was in the church or naturally in the school, whatever it was, we found ourselves stuck. But the kids kept growing and the kids kept moving in different directions. And then it was Stephen and Tina. But where did we go? I was reminded to my mother, I was talking to her and I said, I remember when we were at Church of Our Lord Jesus Christ. And as we were in the service, I would notice that so many couples, they were walking, but they never was connecting with one another. I didn't see them hold their hands. I didn't see them laughing. You know, they were sitting in the restaurant eating, but it seemed so empty. And so I shared that with my parents one day, and I began to say, like, they don't look like they know each other. They don't look as if they are aware. Are y'all talking to each other? Are you not? And my mother said, what made you look at that? I said, the pastors are all wearing dark suits. The women are wearing white dresses, but they're not connecting. When did you stop connecting? Or did you stop connecting? Did we get so involved in our children that when our children grew up, we stopped growing in our relationships? That's something that has to be talked about. The conversation of, am I used to you or have I lost you? Are you willing to examine your relationship? Are you willing to see, are you a part of the problem? And how could that be? Have you ever shared with your companion that you're not feeling that love, that laughter that you once had? Did you have it? Because you don't want your relationship to look as if it was something that was arranged, right? When I met Stephen, oh my goodness, it was just Stephen and Tina, and we couldn't get off the phone. We didn't want to get off the phone. I remember his father's, we was just on the phone. We wasn't even talking. We just hearing each other breathe, right? And all of a sudden, he said, my father's taking a shower for his job. I was like, oh my God. We just wanted to be connected with each other. We never wanted to leave each other at all. When did you get okay with just existing? And are you willing to say, this is not what I want? I know what I want, and then say, let's have the conversation. So I was talking to my husband, and I was like, you know, Stephen, we used to do certain things. We used to go certain things. We had a vacation for us, and we had a vacation with our children. As our kids grew up, they developed their own vacations. Well, we still vacation. We made it a priority to make sure no matter what, you're mine and I'm his. So we make sure that we stay connected. And not only that, but what we laughed at in the past is still funny for us. So when our children started moving out, we was like, oh my God, we're almost at an empty nest. And then our youngest joined in, and I was like, oh Lord, we don't have an empty nest anymore because we brought someone else back home, right? But I said, listen, I want you to be ready so that you can begin to live that great life that you're looking for, because your father and I, we're ready to keep moving in our direction. We literally started saying to our kids, this is what we want to do with you guys, and this is what we want to do with ourselves. When we go and we're out, we're driving to Virginia, we're driving to North Carolina, whatever we're doing, we're in that car and it's he and I, and we just do our conversation and we talk till the end. We stop for lunch, we stop, we eat, whatever. He still makes me laugh. And I never want to get to that place where I lost you and I can't find out where did he go. So it made more sense for us to stay more connected with one another. It made sense to say, why did I get married if I was just going to fall out of love? So if I am still in love with you, then you're worth me giving you my truth. My truth being, I'm not happy in what area. I need more of affirmation. Whatever it is, what are your 5 love languages? Have you gone to your 5 love languages and checked out if they're still in the same mode? As we grow, things change in our lives, right? So making sure that you are in a place where you can thrive, where your companion can thrive, and that you're still having fun. Dr. Carter said something that really hit home. She was talking about being marriage ready, and she said, when you're saying that you're marriage ready, are you marriage ready to do the work? And that's making the conversations that you need, but also saying to yourself, you know, where do we still stand? I remember my husband and I, we used to, for 7 years, we went to a marriage conference every single year because we wanted to make sure that we were doing more maintenance on us than we was doing on our cars. You don't want to put more maintenance on your cars than you put on your relationships. And if you are, then you're losing something because you don't want to walk past your companion. You want to walk into them. You want to make sure that you're reaching them, that you're checking on them. How are you doing? You know, I said to my husband the other day as he was walking past, I said, it's okay. You can hit my hiney. And he started laughing. And I said, see, it makes you feel good. It makes me feel good when I'm in tune with my spouse. So when we're talking about true love goes through transitions. True love evolves. True loves can get stuck. And you find yourself in a routine just doing what you see others doing, but not connecting, not touching, not laughing, not being a part. How can you connect and keep the love alive? Stop the cycle of getting stuck and then staying stuck. And here's the other thing. When our children grow up, don't you lose yourself, but find within yourself that spot that says, I still love this person. Because sometimes we just get used to the routine that we've fallen out and we're not so attractive as we once was. And that's a danger area because that's where your mind can possibly take you in a place mentally where you shouldn't go, or emotionally where it's not good, because you're looking for something else to kind of give you that pick me up where you have what you need if you're willing to do the work. And the work is really being truthful about what you're doing, when you're doing it, who you're communicating with, and communicating with your spouse till you can remind yourself, I remember why we got to the altar. So my husband and I have this rule. We're going to always remember why we got to the altar, because the altar is where we made our covenant. The altar was where we made our vow. The altar is where we connected and we looked eyeball to eyeball and said, I do, and I still do. So in this conversation, begin to see, hear, and feel the senses, what's working for you and what's not, and then have the conversation. I believe that this will be a change for you that will bless your guts. So let's remember, before you leave this conversation, subscribe. Life Without Limits with Dr. Tina. And for Instagram, Life Without Limits with Tina Baker. Don't forget to hit that notification button, and whatever you do, get unstuck. You live a life without limits. Have a great day.